Testing, testing. Now I'm ready. Now, if you're a James Bond fan and you haven't seen No Time to Die yet, I would just stay off the internet. But watch my video first because I am going to be spoiler free here. And yeah, welcome to my No Time to Die movie review. A film that has me day drinking. It's some strong shit. The film, not the drink. No, this drink is just right. And nothing says Russian martini like vodka from Austin, Texas that's named after a Spanish guy. Still good shit. And I'm happy to say so is No Time to Die, because the final film of an actor playing Bond is usually pretty bad. And you can't include Timothy Dalton or George Lazenby, because doing 1 or 2 films isn't long enough of a tenure for you to qualify having a final film. As for the others, Diamonds Are Forever, probably one of the worst Bond films ever made. A View to a Kill, I couldn't get over the age. Like, you're gonna end up on a registry, dude, because that was creepy as fuck. And Die Another Day? Really? No. Well, I'm happy to say No Time to Die is better than any of those, and is definitely the best Bond actor final film. And let's start with the obvious. From the opening scene, which is a very cool nod to slasher flicks, cheers to that, to the final shot, this is a beautiful looking film. And so is the sound design. They do cool stuff like when a person has a bomb go off, they kind of lose their hearing for a little bit. That's neat. And the music is by Hans Zimmer, so you know it's badass. And Zimmer obviously brings in a little bit of that Dark Knight music, but also mixes it with some On Her Majesty's Secret Service, which is cool. And it's so cool to see Daniel Craig back as Bond. He's got scars, man, like on the inside. And that's something I've always appreciated about this Bond. He's not some guy who like saves the world, doesn't get a scratch, and doesn't even mess up his hair. No. Daniel Craig's Bond is vulnerable and has physical and emotional wear and tear. It's real, and I love it. And Craig does a great job here. He doesn't phone it in like he kind of did in Spectre, which you definitely felt. No, he's fully engaged in this one. The regulars are back too, and they all did great. And one gripe I did have with Spectre was Bond's relationship with Madeline Swan, which felt unearned and forced. That's totally fixed here because we get more time of them together. Lashana Lynch playing another 00, she is awesome here. She's so good. And if you're a purist that's upset about a little something you've heard on the internet, because I don't think it's much of a spoiler, but I won't say it, relax, it was done right, and her and Bond are actually really cool together, doing their thing. Rami Malek plays the baddie, and it works. I mean, he's no Silva or Lashif, but he does the job. He actually reminds me a lot of Dr. No, but the real standout here is Ana de Armas, and even though this is a totally different movie, her and Daniel Craig have that same endearing chemistry here that they had together in the excellent Knives Out. She is a fucking ray of sunshine, and probably the funnest part of the film. I totally wish her and Daniel Craig can do just their own Bond film together. It'd be great. Unfortunately, her character does not get a lot of screen time. And yeah, there goes the fun. Not saying No Time to Die isn't enjoyable, because it is. It's just kind of down, serious, and heavy. Best way to put it. I've always felt the Craig films are very much like the Dark Knight trilogy, which I adore. Casino Royale is very much Batman Begins. Skyfall is the Dark Knight. And No Time to Die, totally Dark Knight Rises the shit. And just like the Dark Knight Rises was all about Bruce Wayne concluding his journey, No Time to Die is more about James Bond's journey than the action-packed Secret Agent 007. And don't get me wrong, there is action here. It's just besides what you've seen in the trailers, it's not as memorable or hands-on as some of Craig's Bond's earlier work. Remember that parkour chase scene in Casino Royale? Oh, still my favorite action scene in any Bond film. And I'm sure some of this is due to Craig's age and history of injuries playing James Bond, because no Bond actor has been as physical as Craig's Bond. And don't get me wrong, the action is still solid here, but it does take a backseat to Bond's emotional journey. And it's never been clearer that 007 is just a number, and behind all that is a living, breathing person. And yeah, as cool as they look traveling the world, meeting beautiful women and taking out bad guys, the secret agent lifestyle does take its toll. This Bond, he's real. Now, some may find this movie divisive because of some decisions made that I won't get into. As for my rating, let me just first raise a glass and say, thank you, Daniel Craig. because I'm pretty sure, like most of the rest of the planet, I hated when they announced you as James Bond. But you respond with my favorite Bond film ever, which in my opinion is the perfect Bond film, just my opinion, and gave us the most physical, intimidating. I mean, this is the only Bond you can really picture killing somebody with their bare hands, right? And at the same time, vulnerable, lived in, layered Bond. I strongly feel is the best James Bond we've ever had. And concluding with a final chapter that will leave you more shaken than stirred when you leave that theater. I'm so sorry I just did that. I feel like Austin Powers right now. Yeah, but this was solid. Hey, what's your favorite Daniel Craig movie? Let me know in the comments. Fuck it. Might as well let me know what your favorite James Bond movie is too. Also, like, subscribe, and all that other stuff. And thanks for watching.